Hi, it's Auntie Kate, Yard Sales Arena, here with a special edition of the Yard Sale Show. In this particular show, I want to talk to you about auctions. I know most of you have probably attended and even sold items at auction, but I've been doing that for the past few months and we've had fairly good success, so I wanted to share that with you. We attend and sell items at the antiques auction in Laurel. On Thursday evenings they have a smalls auction, and on Friday they have a larger ticket auction with furniture and more expensive items. We've been taking some of our items to the smalls auction on Thursday, and we did this on this last Thursday, and I wanted to share with you how we did. I took a video of our table and the items that we brought and the items that we were selling. Hi everybody, it's Auntie Kate, Yard Sales Arena, and I'm here at the Laurel Antiques Auction, and I just wanted to show you guys my table. I always talk about selling at the smalls auction on Thursday, and I never remember to show you guys. So here's my table. It's the week in between. That's when everybody comes and sets up. There's those Campbell soup mugs and plate. There's some glassware that I have. Some Fenton, depression glass. Some of the pewter mugs, that funky nutcracker. Some carnival glass. And I brought this time a lot of the black folk art pieces that I have. I have a number of those. I have some old Cabbage Patch dolls. I brought the photos from the horse racing facilities here in Maryland, those nice old 50s vintage photos. And then, as you can see, I've used the space under my table really well also. I've got a camera and some reels, a suitcase, more dolls, some of that hobo art, a bunch of Barbie dolls that I got for next to nothing at the last day of the estate sale. I brought Billy Bass. We'll see how he does. And then just some more interesting items. And I guess that's about it. Yeah, I put about as much as you can on the table. So next week at the auction, I'll try to film a little of it and I'll let you guys know how I do. And let me swing over here real fast and show you the rest of my items. I brought an old gumball machine. It works, but it doesn't take money, so it's a free gumball machine. Some funky old baskets that I have. Oops. And then some paint posters. I brought the Jerry Garcia poster. I think that might do okay. And then just some other more military firefighter kind of posters, and that's it. Now, okay. Some things you need to be aware of. You need to know the clientele. I go to this auction all the time. I know the people, I know the players, and I know what they purchase. However, this past week when we went, I didn't realize it was the week before public school start. Uh-oh. There were not very many people there, and I can tell you the items for sale were not very good. Consequently, that hurt us a little bit. We did come out okay, but that was because we had two really good items, or a few good items. We had the Jerry Garcia poster. I bought that for $5. That sold for $45. I bought the Mickey Mouse telephone for $12. That sold for $50. I did well on the Campbell soup collectible items. I did well on some of the depression glass, the Barbie dolls, my photos, my horse racing photos, but some of the items that we thought would do really well, what? Tanked. Tanked. They did not sell. Now, when you're at the auction, everybody gets around the table and they start bidding. At this particular auction, they start in fives, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, up until 50. Then they go up by tens. And then if you get up there to 500, they go by 100. Or I think they jump up to 25 at some point. Anyway, that's how the auction goes. But at the end, If no one wants any of the other items on the table, they sell the remaining items as a lot. Now, if you're there, you can purchase that lot. We didn't do that this time because Uncle Pinty didn't want any of that stuff coming back to the house, but you can. You know, if you think, gee, I could sell those at another auction or sell those at a yard sale or some other venue and get more money than what I'm going to get selling it at $25 or so for everything, then that's what you should do. Also, the auction house has a buyer's premium, which is 15% at Laurel's, so the people who purchase the items pay 15%, and you, the seller, have a commission. Up to $300, it's 30%, 300 up to, I think, 400, it's 25%, and it goes down in increments. If you sell $1,000 or more, it's only 15%. So that's something to keep in mind when you're going to the auction. And something else that I think is really important is to keep a tally sheet of all the items that you take to the auction and what you paid for those. That way you'll know what your net amount is. During the auction, we also like to bring that with us and write down what each item sold for. You don't necessarily have to do that because the auction house will send you that information, but we like to know right away what we made on that particular auction. Now, in addition to the tally sheet, I make a video record of my table once I have it set up. So I just walk around, videotape everything, so I know what I brought to the auction, just in case something walks or something is damaged. And remember, don't hold your number up unless you're really bidding. Okay, that's it. I think selling at auctions is a good idea, can be a good venue, but you need to know the rules of the game and the players.